Okay, so my name is Michael from Big Brothers Big Sisters. This is Ian. We've got Yvette over there. I really appreciate you having us out here today. I want to talk about a very special program where you get an opportunity to be a role model, to be a big brother or big sister for an elementary student that one day will be in high school, that will face some of the challenges you're facing now, possibly go to this school or to another school. Does anybody here have a mentor or role model in their life? Okay. That should be most of you. That's somebody that has influenced you to be where you are today and moving forward. Has anybody seen the movie Role Models? Okay. All right. So that's kind of, it's the same program in that movie, but it's a little opposite from what we're going to talk about today. But it is a very funny movie, especially that fighting scene at the end. So what we're looking at today is we have high school programs again where you can mentor an elementary student for an hour a week. You can help them set goals about their grades, about going to college. Some of them have families who haven't gone to college, and their goals for them are maybe just to graduate high school. Some of them live with grandparents or extended family, and they just need a role model in their life to show up every week, build their self-esteem, tell them that they're good at things, tell them that that you believe in them. And the reasons why a high school student would want to get involved is not only for some of the external rewards, like I hear a lot of whisperings or something I don't know about. I just want to check in. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to say that, but okay. So just give us a couple minutes here. I appreciate it. So to get hours for community service for high school, as well as college applications, college resumes. Big Brothers Big Sisters is an international agency. We have offices in Israel, South Africa, Russia, Ireland, and all over the country here in the United States. If you are applying for a job or a college versus somebody else that hasn't been a volunteer as a high school student for Big Brothers Big Sisters, you're going to have a leg up on them. And if I was doing the hiring process, for sure, I would look at you as someone that's a high school student that's not just focused on yourself. You're focused on giving back and being a role model for somebody else. That being said, this program isn't going to be for everybody in this room. Some of you, like myself, when I was in high school, I was more focused on my life and playing sports and getting the grades I needed to do to play baseball. I couldn't really handle this responsibility. So it's the kind of thing where even when you have school and even when you have problems at home and you've got a boyfriend or girlfriend, it doesn't work out, you still got to show up every week to meet with this kid. Because when you don't show up, that affects their self-esteem as well. Of course, if there's a circumstances, emergency, you can communicate with us and that happens. But the idea is that you show up every week for a calendar year, not just a school year. And if you're a freshman or a sophomore or even a junior, you can do it until you graduate high school. And then when you leave the area for college, you can just tell your little brother, little sister, I'm not leaving you, I'm going to college, which is a great role model thing to say, and here's Facebook, here's my text, let's stay in touch. So the programs that I have are in Chino Valley. For those of you that may live out that way, we have a morning program from 7 to 7:45 where you get to have breakfast with the child and walk them to class and do some activities. And then in the afternoon, on Wednesdays, we have from 4 to 5 at Del Rio, there's an after-school program where you can go there. If you can't make it until 4:30, that's fine. I'm there till 5. You guys can still make that work. I'm trying to think, any other, before I let Ian talk about the Prescott programs, does anybody, Prescott Valley, that's right. So in Prescott Valley, which Yvette is in charge of, at the Boys and Girls Club, and that's just about 10 miles that way for 10 minutes, from 4 to 5 also on Tuesdays. And again, if you can't get there till 4:15 or 4:30 because of sports, we can work with you. Does anybody have any questions before I let Ian talk about the Prescott sites as to what we're getting at today? We're gonna hand out applications, and we're gonna ask that you turn them in to your principal by next Tuesday, and they have to be signed by your parents in order for us to interview you. But we also want them in by next Tuesday to show us that you're really committed to this. That you're not just doing it because your friend took an application or because it sounded cool right now. It's not that kind of thing. It's not, even though animals are really important, and I love animals, I got a dog, it's not like going to the zoo and petting them once a week, and then you don't show up and they don't realize that you're not there. This is a child that, may have had somebody else leave them in their life, and they really count on you being there every week. And that's the intrinsic value that you get out of it, is when you show up and the look on your face is like a big smile, and you develop a special handshake, and you take a picture, and you set goals with them with their grades, and they achieve those goals, and then you bring in cupcakes or pizza or whatever, you're going to see that, and you're going to feel good about that. So, any questions about what we talked about today? Anybody here think that they could be a role model for an elementary student? One, yes, awesome. Oh, we got a couple more, great. Okay. So you're talking about whether you can be a role model. Seniors, although we love you and it's great that you're a senior and you're going to graduate high school and go to college, we can't use you for this program because you're not going to be here for a calendar year unless you're going to go to Yavapai College or Prescott College or NAU Yavapai, and you're going to be here for 2 years. Otherwise, we're looking for freshmen and sophomores and juniors that we can get started. Juniors we get started right away. Freshmen and sophomores, we will interview you over the summer, and then you'll start next fall. Okay? And I'm going to let Ian talk a little bit. Thank you very much.
I'm really excited because for the first time I've had the opportunity to start up a few sites in Prescott. So this is the first year for those of you in Prescott who can participate in our program, whereas the previous years we've only been in Prescott Valley and Chino Valley. So this year, started last week actually, is a site on Wednesday afternoons. Feedback. Wednesday afternoons from 4 to 5 at the YMCA. That's right next to PHS. And then on Thursday afternoons over at the Boys and Girls Club. That's over on Aubrey and Larkin on the other side of the square. So that's Thursday 4 to 5. We have two opportunities for those of you who do live in Prescott and want to also participate in the program. So Yvette is going to pass out some applications. Those of you who previously raised your hand, if you'd be willing to raise your hand again so she can get those out to you, that'd be awesome.
And again, just to reiterate, those sites, if you can't get there until 4:15 or 4:30, that's fine. And we also, on the application, we have a little checkbox where you can check which site you're interested in, so that we know who's volunteering.
And again, if you could please get these in by Tuesday to Carrie's office, then we'll definitely know if they're interested, and if you want to be a part of the program, then we'll get you interviewed as soon as we can. Okay? Are there any other questions that anyone would like me to address as well? Okay, thank you.